can start.
Hey, hello programmers, my name is Ernest, and today we'll be going over React module in our chapter 5. And I have my navigator here, as Cabello.
Thanks, guys. Hello, guys. How's
So in our chapter 5 is on the topic of conditional rendering. And here, this is our summary. So in this chapter, we learned how to show UI only when using when using end-to-end operators, which is inline and inline if statement. And this is a basic. And then we also have it's a exterior operator, which is the prompt children for inserting content inside components. An example can be product when can be an example can be this condition here that we have when products dot length is greater than zero and in other words when product dot length is greater than zero and we can display the product lists and product length equal to zero or equal-ish to zero, we then will have a paragraph of um, no product to display. So in other words, conditional rendering is like deciding if you got a food, if you got food, if I got food, I eat. If not, I stay hungry. That's just an example. Same for React. If I have a product, then show them. If not, show message. And then we have the prop children, which lets you insert a custom content inside a component, like in our Jumbotron component, which Cabello is going to show us.
yeah? Right. So let me just quickly share my screen now. Let me just quickly share my screen and everything. Let me share it. Come on, come on. Okay. So I'm just streaming.
Okay, Jumbotron component.
Right. So as you can see here, what we have here is something called like Jumbotron components, that JSX. Right. So we got Jumbotron components. It's loading now. So what we did here was we installed something. We installed a module called like Jumbotron components here. So what that's doing is it's importing React from React, it's importing Cut button from React Bootstrap, class Jumbotron component extends components. So what that does is we created a class here, right, called Jumbotron components. So extends the component. Then what that does, it renders it as well. So it runs a render return, then main card